Hello, Traverse City Christian School parents. I hope you're doing well. We at school here, we just wrapped up a full week of in-service meetings with each other and making the preparations for the coming school year and just planning for the return of students on Tuesday, September 8th. And it's been a full week, and at the same time, we are so excited to see this building filled with students again. And so, again, thank you for your grace and flexibility as we've continued to walk through this together. And now as we highly anticipate just a few short days away the return of students, we are ready to see them again in the building. It's been great to see a lot of them too over the open house time, so thank you for those that were able to come out for that. And for those that weren't able to or didn't have a scheduled time this past week, we are just excited to see your students here on Tuesday. And as you know, things are going to be different here at school. The reopening plan has been out for a few weeks now, and the frequently asked questions also. Those are attached to this email, just again as a reference for you. But please do make sure that you read over those documents and know what the expectations are for how things are going to look here at Traverse City Christian School in the 2021 school year, at least for the time being. And I just want to highlight a few of the things that are within the plan and a couple things that aren't as well, I guess, in relation to the first day of school. So on Tuesday, September 8th, we have a half day, 11 o'clock dismissal. And as a reminder from our plan, we are not allowing, or we are for sure limiting drastically the guests within the building. And so parents, when you drop off your children, you won't be entering inside the building, but if you do want to get out, take a picture outside the front of school, that is totally okay. Preschool and kindergarten students will be dropped off if you want at the elementary wing on the side there. And so parents, you may walk your pre-K and kindergarten students to the elementary wing. There'll be staff over there to greet them. Same with those all the other students entering through the main doors. There'll be staff members right away when they get into the building and helping them find their classroom if they need assistance in that way. So half day on Tuesday, September 8th, 11 o'clock dismissal. And one other thing too that's going to look different for the whole building is the pickup process, which will be used on the first day, September 8th, and will for right now be the process we use going forward at the end of the day. But what that's going to look like is there's going to be 8 slots that vehicles pull into the oval in front of school here for pickup. And there's going to be a few staff members outside. One of them is going to be announcing the names of the last name of the family vehicle that pulled up. And they're going to announce the first 8 of them. There's going to be another staff member that types out in a document that is shared with all classrooms at TC Christian the 8 names of the families that have pulled up in the pickup line. Those families, those students in those classrooms are going to exit out the main entrance. Once they're all loaded up in the vehicles, those 8 vehicles are going to pull out. The next 8 are going to come in, and the same process again. They're going to be announced, typed on that document. All the classrooms are going to see that live, and those families are going to exit out the building. 8 go out, the next 8 vehicles come in. So we hope it's going to be a smooth process after a couple days. It could be a little clunky at first, so thank you again for grace and flexibility as we go about doing that. Illness policy and screener. That is one thing that had been updated within the reopening plan as to what the illness policy looks like for students. And so that is an attachment into the email accompanying this video as well. But it is symptom specific, and there's a list of symptoms on there: a temperature of 104 or more, sore throat, uncontrolled cough, diarrhea, vomiting, or abdominal pain, or a new onset of severe headache. And it talks about, it has a whole process for if you've answered yes to any of those, how long you would have to be out for per the symptom. And if there's yes to any of those, and if there's a yes to a question of you've been in close contact with somebody who has been infected with COVID, or close contact with someone who is under quarantine for potential exposure, if you answered yes to those questions as well, then it's recommended you be contacting your medical provider. So that document, please do look over that. That is the screener questions we are asking parents to be reviewing every morning before they send their students to school, because if that comes up here at school, then obviously right away you'll be able to send your child home, back home with you. So the screener questions are on that document, and the process for when students will be able to be back in school if they are showing symptoms. One other thing too that PTO has provided, it was in the 3-Minute Thursday yesterday, but these buffs, there's a few different prints of buffs, but PTO has purchased a buff for all students here at TC Christian, and so those are going to be handed out on the first day. There's one print for elementary, and then middle school, high school is a couple different prints that students will be able to choose from. So that's one thing we're providing for students on Tuesday, September 8th. Right now, I think that is all for right now. But again, we appreciate grace, flexibility that many of you have shown over the last few weeks as we navigate this and now navigate this together with you guys. And please do ask questions on things you're wondering about. If you have wanting to know clarification on something, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or another staff member on what something might look like here. And we'll continue to communicate with you on any updates and changes that we have. As we get into this, we know things will have to change just based on logistics of how things actually function when students are in the building. But again, we're excited to have students here. We're looking forward to seeing them face-to-face again. And I pray you guys have a blessed Labor Day weekend, and we'll see everybody on Tuesday, September 8th. Have a great weekend, everybody.